Hello and welcome back. In the last class, we saw what market research is, the uses of market research information, the role of market research, and product-oriented businesses, market-oriented businesses, unique selling point, qualitative and quantitative research, and so on. Now, today, let's learn about uh, the methods of primary research or field research. What are the different methods of primary research? Now, here you see four different methods. The first one is a focus group, second is observation, third is test market, and the fourth one is consumer surveys, which are interviews, postal surveys, and online surveys. Let's learn them one by one. Focus group. A group of consumers are invited to discuss about a new product, its packaging or brand name. So a group of consumers are invited by a business to discuss about a new product, its packaging or brand name. Usually used by manufacturers of consumer goods such as shampoo. Shampoo is an example. They are usually this method of primary research is done by manufacturers of consumer goods. This is a picture of the first Facebook focus group discussion. Now let's see the advantages and disadvantages of focus group. A typical consumer can explain what they like and dislike about the product. One advantage. The next advantage is this helps business to improve the product and successfully launch it in the market. Next next are two disadvantages. However, it can be time consuming and biased. So focus group can be sometimes biased, and it also takes a long time to conduct a focus group method of primary research. Quantitative or numerical data cannot be collected, so statistical analysis cannot be made. You cannot make analysis using graphs and chart because there are no numbers, numerical data available here. These are just opinions. The next method of primary research is observation. Trained observers are employed to secretly observe the purchasing patterns of consumers, usually done by supermarkets. This is an observation going on while a consumer makes his purchases. Advantages. What consumers do is more accurate than what they say, increasing the accuracy of the research. Quality of service given to customer can also be observed and analyzed. That's also there. Um, you can also analyze the quality of service a business gives a customer through observation. The disadvantages. It is expensive because trained observers have to be employed. Reasons for consumers' decision to buy a particular product cannot be known. There's another disadvantage. Why a customer or consumer bought a particular brand cannot be analyzed or cannot be known. Next is a test market. Limited quantity of the product is produced. In a test market, you first produce a limited number of goods or limited quantity of the product. A small area of a large market is carefully selected and the product is sold there. And that area or the market chosen to sell the product is called test market. Test market chosen represents the whole market. So the test market represents the whole market. It's supposed to represent the whole market. Opinions of customers are collected and necessary changes are made to the product. That's a test market. Advantages. Only a small quantity of the product is produced first, reducing the risk, so that in case the product is not sold, the loss is not too high. Problems can be identified in the test market and product can be introduced to the larger market successfully. So you can introduce the final product successfully and with more confidence if you try it in a test market before launching it into the whole large big market. Disadvantages. Takes time for the product to get to the main market because first it has to go through the test market. Producing product for test market increases cost. It's expensive to first produce products for the test market and then for the whole market. It's pretty expensive for the business. The next method of market primary research is consumer surveys. And there are 3 types of surveys that you can do. Interviews, that is face-to-face or telephonic interviews, postal surveys, and online surveys. This is an interview face-to-face. Telephonic interviews. So interviews can be face-to-face or telephonic. Questionnaires are used. Questionnaire is a document that contains questions to be asked to the customer. Customers are interviewed by trained interviewers from their homes, offices, or business premises such as a supermarket. This is a sample questionnaire. Questions can be explained to customer. That's an advantage of interviews. Detailed information can be obtained from the customer. That's another advantage. Interviewers can understand if the interviewee is answering questions honestly. That's the next advantage. This increases the accuracy of the research. Disadvantages. Trained interviewers are expensive. Data collected can be biased if questions are not put across carefully. And it's time consuming. Next is a postal survey. Questionnaires are posted to customers' addresses and customers are requested to answer and return the questionnaires. Advantages. Cheaper than interviews. A wide geographical area can be covered. Disadvantages. It may be seen as junk mails by some customers and it can be trashed. Result may be biased if questions are not answered honestly. You can't make sure whether the customers are going to answer the questions honestly. Online surveys. An online questionnaire is posted through the business website. Anybody can participate in the survey. That's an online survey. The advantages are, just like postal survey, it covers a wide geographical area, or maybe it covers more than a postal survey, you can say. Results can be instantly obtained and analyzed. That's another advantage. Again, just like postal surveys, it can be seen as junk mails and by some customers, and it can be trashed. Result may be biased if questions are not answered honestly. What are the advantages of conducting a primary research? The first advantage is the data is up to date in a primary research. Data is collected for a specific purpose and it's not available to other businesses, and that gives a competitive advantage. There are disadvantages too. It's expensive. Primary research is pretty expensive as compared to secondary research. It's time consuming. It takes a long time to complete the research. The data can be inaccurate or biased. Let's stop here and resume in the next class for secondary research. Till then, goodbye.